are getting ready for a wonderful, amazing interview with Mr. Anthony Stubbs, Tony Stubbs from Ready to Love. He is an actor, an entrepreneur, and he is going to be visiting us today. So let's get ready to see what's on Anthony Stubbs' mind and see if he found real love. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Black Link Magazine, where we are reaching the masses. I am your host, Valette Sunshine, and I'm so excited for this interview. Tony, what's up? Welcome.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing real good, real good.
Good. Glad to have you. I want to tell you welcome and thank you for taking the time out to come and visit with Black Link Magazine. We're excited to have you as part of the magazine and on this journey with us. So thank you for being here.
Well, I'm grateful that you even asked for me to be on here. So I am grateful as well.
Yeah, thank you. So let's just jump right in. As you know, Tony is one of the cast members from Ready to Love, where Nephew Tommy was a host. It looks fun, and we just want to talk a little bit about that out the gate. Like, we don't want to hold on to that. We want to talk about that. Tell us all how your experience was with Ready to Love and what the process was for you to even be on the show.
Okay, well, Ready to Love, it was an experience I definitely will never forget. Something very different. I usually don't, pretty much it was like going on 10 blind dates at one time with it being with that competition. And then of course, I've never done no dating apps or anything like that. I've been pretty much the traditional, I walk up to you, I talk to you, get your number type guy. Right. So with this, it was very interesting. And the process was, pretty simple. I signed up for it, not expecting to be on this show, like hoping and praying, like, please, I need to be on a dating show. The reason I did it because I had saw it and I was just like, it'd be something different. But at the same time, I was thinking that I can share my story at the same time and maybe possibly inspire some people with my story and where I am today. So, and then hopefully to make a connection at the same time on the show. So it was very interesting. I can tell you that. Right.
Wow, women helping other women learn, grow, and empower. Learn new things, grow from what you learn. Empower others to do the same. Helping you to create a plan for your life. Vision for a better life. I'm curious, is it that people just, and this is your opinion because you were there, right? Just your opinion. Is it that people really actually are genuinely going and, like trying something new because they've tried everything else, not really found their mate and, in love? And do they really come on the show to say, I'm really going to give this a good faith effort? Or do you think majority's there for, to have fun, meet Nephew Tommy and all the behind the scenes of the show?
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe it's a little of everything, to be honest with you. If you're smart, and the people who I was dealing with are very smart, successful business people. So I believe everybody was going there to make connections. Well, I'll say for me personally, I was going there to make connections for sure and just take in the whole experience because what we did, nobody's probably never going to do again because of us being in the pandemic and us actually being on a resort and then them calling it the last resort because I feel like it was going to be one and done because we will never be in something like this pandemic ever again. So I believe that our show was very unique when it came down to this season.
I recognize that. And I wondered, how was it during the pandemic? Like, were you guys filming? Were you there filming and they made you stay where you were? How did that work?
Well, it was a lot. It was very, very different. And I'll be like this, be very honest with you. It was very unrealistic because we were literally living in a bubble. So it was 20 of us and all we did was eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner together, like pretty much every single day. And that was it. It wasn't, me going out, doing what I do, or take my kids here, or just doing normal life. Like we didn't have our phones, we didn't have our computers, like nothing. The only time we had that was to make sure, like with our business or whatever, that we could keep in contact that way. But besides that, we had no outside communication. So that was another thing.
Yes. So how did you manage that? I mean, how long did you guys have to do that?
Well, we had to do it the whole entire time while we were there. We were there for a full 4 weeks.
So
So
Yeah, so it was moving pretty fast.
they call you and they say, Mr. Stubbs, you made it.
Yes, yes.
Is
So
that the call you get?
okay, I'll tell you the process. So when I first signed up, boom, I just went about my business. I got a random phone. I saw it say LA. So I've been starting to pick up numbers from LA because I'm just like, this might be somebody with an opportunity.
Right.
Lo and behold, it was Ready to Love. At first, I didn't believe them because I was just like, nah, this ain't no. But when they set everything up, sent me the emails for my first in-face interview, such as this, then I was like, okay, this might actually be something. And then we just had to share about ourselves that first time around. And then I went through I believe two more interviews after that. And then finally, like a month later, they called and say, hey, you're going to be on the show. And that process, it dragged out because remember, we were supposed to tape in Houston, but we actually did not tape in Houston. We actually had to go to an actual resort, and we were off in Georgia in the mountains.
Really?
You pretty much can say we were literally on a set the whole time because you have to remember we had the production crew there too. So there was over 150 people in this one spot. So we literally felt like kind of like superstars because we were the actual cast and they were pretty much catering to us because there was a lot they were trying to. It was a lot going on where it was. I could go into so much detail on that, but it was, like I said, it was a great experience for me to actually just learn that and learn the industry too and how it operates. So,
right. How was it working with Nephew Tommy?
Oh, it was great. Nephew Tommy is Nephew Tommy. You get what you get. Funny, good looking brother, you know what I'm saying? And, you can tell he's got that charisma on that show where it's a good vibe. So
it really does. Like I'm like, it's so different from hearing him, the prank calls and the stuff and the radio stuff, right? It was so different. He's a gentleman. And he handled everybody with care, but he said what was on his mind, so I really enjoyed it. The first time I saw it, I was like, Ready to Love, huh? Okay, how does this work and how do they get them together? So anyway, let me talk about some of the drama that goes on. Like, and this is for our audience watching, behind the scenes of a reality show, right? We see the drama on the camera. Does it bleed off behind the scenes once the cameras stop rolling?
Yeah, pretty much.
Real life drama, like it's for real?
Yes. If they have some drama going on, it was real from the standpoint of us being there and just moving around because literally all day we had to be around each other all day. Once we got mic'd up, we didn't get de-mic'd until maybe about 1 o'clock in the morning. So from 9 to 1 a.m. You in there. And then if you decided, like, if you're seriously making connections, they will put a mic back on you because they wanted to make sure that they got all the footage. When I tell you, they didn't show to me because me seeing it from the other side, they didn't show nothing to me. They didn't show a variety of, I believe they could have showed a variety of everything because they literally could have had 2-hour episodes.
Wow.
If they wanted to. That's how much footage we had. And when I tell you, like smidget of what we had done. And then I feel like they could have showed us more of the Black people literally getting along at the same time too. Yeah, we have challenges and of course you're gonna have arguments and drama, but just to make it seem like that's all we did, and that's why you didn't see much of me.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, okay, I saw you, definitely saw you. I was like,
I was poking in and out. They had me poking in and out.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't about the drama.
Yeah, I get that. Me either. I run from drama. I run from it. I ain't with it. Let's talk about your connections. Denise, let's talk about Denise. What happened?
The connection to communicate, like I said, it was a lot. Production had a lot involved as well too. It was certain things going on where I feel like they were trying to get certain reactions and all that, and I just wasn't playing into it. So once I realized what was going on, and honestly, I was really trying to make connections with everybody, and I share with people, I would have got voted off the show if I wasn't making those connections. You see, because you had to make connections because we vote people off. Like first it was the men, women, like we was going back and forth and we were moving. So you had to at least make sure you was talking to 1, 2, or 3 people that be like, okay, we're interested in this person.
Right. And that's the name of the game, going to make a love connection. So I see why you need to be doing that. But so does production kind of, like, I know they don't give you a script, but is it something that you have to stick to?
We they'll set up like if we have a group dinner or just have some hors d'oeuvres or whatever, and we're just we do us. It's very unscripted. Now where they have it set up, like for the dates, when you saw our dates, they have them set up, and then of course you're doing a normal date. Like the only unrealistic thing with us was being in that bubble.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few things actually. Us seeing each other going on the dates.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, like, I wouldn't be here in Houston. And if I was dating you, and then I'd be like, all right, Mara, I'm going to see you later. And then right in front of your face, I'm going right on this date.
Just not realistic.
That's not realistic.
So, that's going to be some problems.
It was a lot of that. And we were all able to see each other. Like literally, if I was coming from my room, if I had got done doing something, I come from my room, I'm walking by the pool or something, boom, they're on a date on the, drinking. I'm just like, I was just talking to you about 10 minutes ago, and here you are all. But you couldn't get mad because everybody was there to see who they can make connections with. And a lot of us were making connections with the same people. Yeah. So it was very, very interesting from that aspect of seeing it.
So would you say Denise was just one of those that you knew that you had to make a connection? Because it seemed like you guys kind of really had some vibes going on realistically. So is she one that was a real kind of realistic thing, and then you went and mingled with other people? How'd that work?
Well, the producer told me, he said, make sure that you talk to everybody. Don't just put your eggs in one basket, because you will get sent home on the first date. So I say less. I'm like, okay, let me make sure I make these connections. And the first meeting connection I made was with Denise. Yeah. So they didn't show a lot of, like, we made a lot of connections, and especially because when I did the rubbing the feet, see, they didn't go into the story of why I rubbed the feet. Right. Because I was the feet rubber guy on the first episode. And then after that, boom, I just disappeared. Feet rubber, because of how they wanted the story set up and all that. So, I have no control of that. And if they would have shown all of that, especially in the first episode, y'all would have seen more of me. Okay. When it came to that aspect. So, but Denise was my first connection.
Yeah. I like Denise. I like the show.
Yes.
So then, all right, well, congratulations on Ready to Love. I could go on and on about that, so I'm going to move on.
Get connected to resources, seminars, trainings, women helping others with the gifts that they have. Contact Crystal Ifakoya, the founder and creator of WOW. Why not?
I understand acting and modeling, and possible you would even get your hands in some voiceovers. Is that correct?
Yes. Anybody want to hire me for some voiceovers? I do a little singing too if you need me to. Really? I can hold a note if I need to. Yeah. So, but yes, I am very interested in the acting and the modeling.
Let's talk about entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, come on.
The TTF movement. Let's talk about that first. Tell us all about it.
The TTF movement, that stands for Total Transformation Fitness Movement. So what we preach about is the lifestyle, just the overall lifestyle. You first off have to be mental, the mental aspect of it, and everything else falls into place, period. And it's just that simple, but you have to make that decision that you want to make a change. And I can't change for you. I can talk you, hype you up all day. I tell people I can motivate you, but there's only but so much motivation I can give you. You have to be inspired, because remember, inspired, it means in spirit. That's in yourself. You got to love yourself and make that decision. If you want to lose that weight, hey, you got to tell yourself, this is it. I'm going to get rid of the weight instead of losing the weight. It's all about wording too, because think about it. If you lose the weight, Okay, I'm losing it. Well, okay, where am I losing it to? Like, but if you get rid of the weight,
Never to
you're getting rid of it. Like it's gone. It's
Yeah.
never coming back.
Right.
So I tell people affirmations, you talking to yourself. I mean, you already talk to yourself anyway. We're all crazy
Yeah.
in our own unique way. It's what are you telling yourself every single day?
Right. That's right.
So
Yeah, I believe that what you spend the most time on and what you spend your time telling yourself, that's what you become. And it's so easier said than done. And I wonder why, like I have an issue here and I need to get rid of some stuff.
okay.
But my mindset, I mean, I really be thinking I want it gone. This is the biggest I ever been in my life, but I do good and I fall off. The problem is what do you tell your clients? They start and then if something happens, cause the fall.
Well, yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm glad you said that. And this is where the mind aspect. So I go, we will have to really talk if you really want to figure out why you keep stopping, because I tell people it's much more than the surface. We got to go much more deeper.
Yeah.
There was something in your mind. You made a decision a long time ago, whatever it was, that it was okay for where you are. And for whatever reason, that one comes back into your head and it clicks and you're just like, I'm good. Like, soon as you may get just a little movement or shake, you're like, oh, I'm good. I can go back in. And somewhere in your mind, you're like, okay, we're good. Like, we don't have to keep going. Like, you're fine, Marvin. You look good. And of course, you're supposed to tell yourself because you're confident in yourself. But you look at yourself in the mirror every day. If you're keeping it real with yourself or not. So if you really want to change it, we would have to go and get what that reason why, uproot it and put a new root and plant a new seed into your mind, knowing that you can do it because you've seen everybody do it. You know what to do. I don't have to sit here and really tell you what to do.
Right.
But we all need coaching in different areas of our life. So it's just a mind thing with you, because I tell you, if you've worked out before, you can do it again. You're guaranteed success if you keep going. I tell people you can miss 3, 4, 5 days. You can miss a whole week. I don't care. But get back to doing something. Just don't completely give up because you missed those many days. I tell people, life happens.
Yeah.
Life happens. And it's where I share my 7 minutes of doing something for yourself. If it's physical, spiritual, or mental. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you have got to re-energize yourself, and you have to reaffirm yourself every day, because remember, there's a lot going on out here in this world, even though it don't feel like you're taking it in, but you are. Yeah. And you have to release those toxins out your body. So
I think that's a part of, mental health issues too, as far as women, I think we deal with it most about our outer wear, like how we look, and if our hair is in the right place, if our, how we look. And no matter, people can say, well, you look amazing, but if you don't feel that inside, then it's like, now your mental is like, I'm this is the biggest I ever been in my, and you have those breakdowns. But I like that you said you gotta take at least 7 minutes every day.
Every day. I don't care if it's just a walk or you just sitting quiet to yourself, but you need to do something to get your mind back in motion. But of course, physical activity helps with that, because it gives you that good dopamine in your body to release those toxins. That's why when you see people working out the way they do and they have that type of energy, is because, and especially if they had a bad day, I'm telling you, it is a release. You can really release. And I tell you, it don't have to be the weight room. You can go skating. You can go biking, do something, because if you're just sitting in it and you've had this bad day, you just sitting in it all day. And before you know it, you're going home, probably watching the news. Here go more negative stuff. Then before you know it, you're sitting there, you done ate dinner, you're still pissed off. And then before you know it, you're watching your shows or whatever it is. And then finally something stupid comes on with some more news, and then you're going to sleep on top of that. So what you think more than likely is going to happen again tomorrow? So at night, I tell people subconsciously, especially when you're watching TV and how a lot of us get sick, you know, when you leave the TV on with your subconscious mind, you know how they have those when they be playing those with the medicine and
Yeah.
all that, and they
Yeah.
just play it over and over and over again. I
Yeah.
tell people, think about that. You got that TV on all night. That is subconsciously going to your mind, all those problems that you can have, and all this and that. And you just, why do I feel so sick? Subconsciously, you've been taking it in. So that's why I tell people, either have something on where you got some smooth music or something, or if you believe in God, put that on. Like, do something to clear your mind, because that next day, it's going to be a tough one for you, especially if you don't start your day off right as well, too.
Right. That's right.
So how you start your day is usually how you end your day, and usually how you end your day is how you start your day again. That's why they always be like, have your plan of what you do when you get up every morning. Like, if you know you need to get up out that bed and you know you about to hit this snooze button, you need to put the alarm a little further so you can get up.
That's right.
Because you know for a fact you about to hit this snooze button about 3 times. Because I do.
Because you know, if it's just right there, boo, go back.
You can easily just knock that off easily. And those 3 times that you done hit, that's at least what, 20 something minutes? You could have got your 7 minutes in every time you hit that snooze.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Let's talk about the vitamin company.
Yes. So I started my own product line, where the product shop, where I partner with somebody, and it's all natural. I'm all about plants over pills. And the reason I can share, because I'm a testimony, because I used to take 2 forms of medication for my high blood pressure, and I was diagnosed at the age of 22. Wow. And I was an athlete at that time when that happened. I was still playing football. So I tell people I was good, but at the same time I wasn't good, because one, I couldn't believe I was popping pills at my age, and I'm still playing ball. And I tell people I was in shape, but I wasn't healthy. There's a big difference.
With that. Let's help it. Let's help everybody with that. In shape, but not healthy. How can that be?
That's what I said, but it clearly can happen, especially if you're not eating the right things all the time. And I knew with me, I was eating things with a lot of salt.
Gotcha.
So
your diet
was cool. Like, I could rip and run up, out, down that field all day, but I was still having high blood pressure and all that. And I'm just like, this ain't right. This is not right. And I don't want to be another number and just saying to myself, oh, well, I'm just going to take these pills for the rest of my life, just have it in my mind that I'm just going to be taking pills for the rest of my life.
Right.
And me knowing and me seeing from before with my family, and seeing people taking pill after pill after pill because of the effect of the first pill, I was just like, nah, I'm going to be the cycle breaker for my generation in my family, because I said it's pointless when I know for a fact the Lord God has put stuff on this earth for us to be able to take care of ourselves naturally. I tell people, if you've never done it before, you got to put things in front of you. Like, put that whoever body you want to look like. It doesn't matter. The words, affirmations, like to keep going, like I'm on day such and such. This is the day where I know this is the day I will quit. I've had 100% success rate if people don't quit.
If they don't quit.
I tell people every time, like, just don't quit, man. If you stop working out with me and start doing my program, you do something else, just don't quit. Mm-hmm. Just don't quit, because we're all going through it. And all I'm saying is that I'm just doing something that you're not doing, because we all got 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
We all got our strengths. We all got our weaknesses. We all got our special gifts. We all do what we do. Like, my gift is to motivate, do the workouts, all that. So yeah, this is my thing. What you got going with the Black Magazine, I don't, that's your expertise. Like, I'm going to be learning from you. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to that type of industry, and you got that down, just like how I got this fitness down.
Right.
So now it's just taking a little time from whatever it is, because you have got to, I tell people, you don't have 7 minutes for yourself. You need to reevaluate your life.
You got to take time out for yourself. That's with anything.
That's anything.
You can't, she said, health is wealth.
Ooh, come on. I just posted that.
She said
posted that.
Yes, health is wealth. I can't go out here and hit the red carpets and do my interviews and do all these things if I'm not healthy. I'm not going to get to do it. You can kiss it.
Women helping others with the gifts that they have. Contact Crystal Ifakoya, the founder and creator of WOW. Why not?
You talked about black seed.
Yes,
Tell
black
me
seed.
about that.
Man, that is. Oh, I have to send you the information video on it because
Okay.
I mean, black seed, I believe is like one of the biggest kept secrets when it comes to medicine
Uh-huh.
because you can use it internally, externally, and I mean literally for pretty much everything, from cuts to you just wanting to put it on as just putting it over your body, just to rub it, just to
Uh-huh.
make it something like I'm telling you, this black seed taking it internally has helped with my blood pressure overall as well too, cholesterol levels, like constantly. I mean, I take a drop every morning, boom, put it up under my tongue for 30 seconds to a minute,
Mhm.
and then go about my day. And then of course I have other products that I use too. But if I didn't have these products, that black seed, it's amazing to me, and
Yeah,
never ever really hearing about it because
never heard about it.
some, not all doctors, some doctors don't talk about
I never
getting
heard
things
of
naturally because of they get their money from the pills from pharma. Pharma only puts a band-aid on what you got going on.
it.
If they heal you,
They
then
won't, you won't
who
need
we
them.
got to heal?
That's
Who we got
right.
to heal? Who can we put this band-aid on? If we healing y'all, so we gotta make y'all think that y'all need this stuff. That's why they always pushing it on TV. Especially late at night. If y'all think about it, they're strategically doing it because the majority of us sleep with the TV on.
True.
And if it's steadily playing,
It's true.
oh, you know it, you're gonna be popping one of them pills. I am a firm believer in affirmations and the law of attraction. And then it's once again why I say the energy that you're bringing. So if you're spewing out negativity in your body,
Yeah.
more than likely you're gonna attract that. That's why I tell people, I said the majority of stuff that you attract in your life is from you.
True.
If you're thinking something bad's gonna happen today, and you keep saying something bad's gonna happen today,
True.
something bad is going to happen today. And this is where I say with the waking up and affirming yourself, like I have like sticky notes. I got them all on my bathroom wall. I'm a healthy, wealthy, successful, loving, prosperous billionaire. Ooh,
Oh,
billionaire. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me I can't be a billionaire. And I'm seeing all these people being billionaires. Like you can't. I don't listen. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there because I affirm myself every single day. And who's ever coming with me, we all going to the top because we all gonna eat.
that's right. So that's what I say about my magazine. You know, there's a lot of people do a magazine, right? I don't care about that. I'm talking about Black Link magazine, and I'm talking about the people that ride with me. When I ride and when I rise, they rise with me because they've been so committed. So we're gonna get there, and it ain't gonna take us long to get there. I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh, don't worry. It's gonna come. Like if you already been talking about in the firm, it's just a matter of time. It's gonna come on time when it's supposed to. Because I tell people, whatever's destined for you is for you. If you're going towards your purpose, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got to go wherever you got to go to learn because shoot, God didn't have no straight path.
That's right.
So why should you? Shoot, he died for our sins. I mean, shoot, you won't even. I know you ain't gonna die for my sins. There's a lot of stuff going on in that soda that people don't understand, and it's messing with your body. That's why I said if you stop the sodas, you'll drop the weight. Like it's no question, you'll immediately drop it because they're putting certain things in those sodas to make y'all gain that weight and for it to stick the way it does. And then they get you with the sugar because you know we love us some sugar. So that's happening, and then it's giving you that little jolt that you need. So you feel like me drinking this Pepsi is just like almost me drinking like coffee when it's not. So it's little things in your mind that's just giving you like it's okay to drink this stuff. That's why I say we have to go back to where you were like, it's okay for me to be where I am. So I say, look at you, step it up. Let's go. See, it's little stuff like that. Like just starting with that. Like instead of having there and you knowing like, okay, I got one Pepsi today. But then you would try something where you might supplement. Do you like tea? Do you like coffee?
I drink coffee. I drink a half a cup of coffee every day in the mornings. That's it.
I got something for you so you'll cut them sodas.
This is, you guys, we're talking about this for everybody to get some gems from him while we got him here, is that we can talk a good talk all day long. And that ain't just about weight. It's about a lot of things. I mean, I always tell my kids, you can say it, but if you're not putting action behind it, it'll never get done. And it's so easy for me to tell people the right things and give them the right advice, but I don't use it on myself. And I know a lot of us out there listening, it's the same way. I could tell you all day what's good for you.
All day. Right, for them.
What about me? You know?
What about you? Yes. And that's the key. And once you realize about you and what you want to do for you, that's why I say it is just a matter of time of everything just falling into place with your body. Because once you start doing that, your body, and it's so funny how your body will immediately start changing once you change. Like, that's where I say, once I literally said, that's it. Like, I'm not about to be taking these pills no more. I literally stopped salt. You got to break your old habits to create new ones.
That's right. All right. Well, before you go, I'm going to go back to Ready to Love. I got this burning question. Why is it that you have never found love, or that you are not in love? Why? What happened? Do people walk away in a relationship from Ready to Love? And why is it that Tony has not?
Well, I haven't been in love. I've had love for the people who I've had relationships in. I want to be very clear about that, because
difference.
I tell people, you have to be in a relationship to get to the point that you do fall in love. Now, I never got to that point of in love with the people who I was with. I cared, had love for them, like I treated them like you should be treated.
Right.
Like any woman that was with me that we were together, I treated them like the queen they were, you know. So it just, for me, it just never got to that next level for me to fall in love. But
I get that.
I gotta give love and show love all day.
Yeah.
It was just, I just hadn't fallen in love.
I get that. I thank you for everything. I wish you nothing but the best in your life. You're a good person. And I know somebody's just, God, she's waiting for you. It's just a matter of connecting.
Yes. Well, I thank you again for having me on the show. It's just great what you're doing. And especially as a Black woman, I tell my queens, hey, keep doing it, because we need y'all so we can show these young ones, like, look, at the end of the day, y'all go through it just like we do.
Oh, yeah.
But y'all are way stronger than the men. Okay. And I will attest to that. I will say it. I don't care if men think I'm right or wrong. I know for a fact y'all are. So keep doing your thing, and much success to you. And that's why I know you're going to drop that weight with no problem.
It's going to be gone. I'm going to get rid of it.
Oh, come on. I hear you switching it up.
Thank you, Tony. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was an awesome interview. We learned about Tony's love life or not, and we learned about his entrepreneurship, acting and modeling, all things good. And what I love about it, Tony, is that you're a Black man, and these young guys that's coming up behind you can see that we can do anything in the world we want to do if we put our mind to it, stay on the right track, make the right decisions. Will we fail and make some wrong choices in our life? Yeah, but we don't stay there. We get up and go.
And that's the key. Don't stay stuck, because you'll just keep going in a circle till you learn it.
That's right. Tony, thank you. Have a good rest of your evening.
You do the same.
I'll talk to you soon.